All right, so I just got home. I'm exhausted. Didn't sleep much last night, as per usual, but even less so. Anyway, somebody missed me here. I thought I'd make a video just to try and explain everything that's happened in the last couple of days before it's gone from my memory. So if you don't know, I started a petition to appeal to the government to change the policy on covering travel and accommodation costs for people that need to leave the province for life-saving care. So I was blessed to have received 318 signatures to take with me. So just a special note that if you still have signatures, you can still pass them along to me, and my MLA will continue submitting them and putting the pressure on the government. So yeah, where shall I start? My MLA graciously gave me a ride to the legislature because it was all new for me. He's the rock star in this story, let me tell you. I couldn't ask for a kinder, more compassionate, more supportive MLA. Just blows my mind how kind and considerate he is, and how passionate he is. We're very fortunate in Saskatoon, Stonebridge, to have Darcy Warrington for our MLA. So yeah, he greeted me. Oh, but first we made that little video of the Won't Back Down song, a little mini tailgate party before we went into the building. So he treated me to lunch, and after lunch, he took me up to the NDP hub, and I got to meet a number of people, Landon and Aiden and Thomas. Anyway, they are amazing, amazing, caring people. When we actually went into the house, it was the first time I ever got to sit in on a session. Darcy stood up and presented my petition, and I was overwhelmed. It was just surreal hearing my words ring out in the house. And the response from the stand-in health minister, Lori Carr, was less than ideal. When Keith Jorgensen, another Rockstar MLA, got up to really put the pressure on them for their lack of compassion, the lack of consideration all this time since October, since I've been nicely asking for what's fair. Then Lori Carr suddenly offered to meet with me, and this is the first time that anyone has offered to meet with me from the health minister's office since I started. So I pondered it, and I thought, yes, for the people that I'm speaking for, I will take the opportunity to meet with her. So after we did a press conference, I had a written statement prepared that we got to the media rather late in the day, so it didn't make the news, which is fine. The point of my trip there was the advocacy. So we did our media scrum first, and then the stand-in health minister came to collect me to go to her office. So as we were walking to her office, she just apologized for the hubbub and the whatever in the legislature, and I said it's no problem. I have respect for the institution, so I'm willing to be patient. And so just before we walked in her office, the first thing she says to me is, "Well, you look like you're doing well." And I thought, you're representing the people of Saskatchewan? She just doesn't have a clue what an invisible disability is. She doesn't know me from a hole in the ground. She'd never met me before. And right away, she looked me up and down and decided I must be okay. She doesn't know the struggles I've endured for the last 6 years. The struggle I've endured to fight for my health care. And it's been a battle all along. And this government hasn't once shown me an ounce of compassion. They've lied to me. They've dismissed me. They've minimized my concerns. And then with one fell swoop, she just wrote me off like, "Oh, you look fine. You must be fine." So I was immediately angry, but I contained it, and I thought, okay, this is going to be a short meeting, but I'll go humor her. So we all sat down at the table. There was her communications assistant and another assistant in the room, and I just leveled with her right from the start. I said, there are 2 things I want. I want to see a change in the policy that's fair, and I want the government to cover travel costs and accommodations for those people who must leave the province for life-saving care because the service is not available in Saskatchewan. So she began her usual spiel, like all I've heard from the health minister's office about the charities and the crowdfunding. And I quickly cut her off, and I asked her, what about the people that don't qualify and can't get the funding to leave the province? Is it okay to let them die? She didn't have an answer for that. I told her a little bit about my history, that I was a member of the Canadian Armed Forces. When she asked about my PIN, she had no response to that. I also told her that I've paid taxes my entire life. I've worked all my life. I raised 2 children by myself, and I'm still paying taxes. So I had asked for a meager amount, and to be told no was just stunning, surprising, shocking, and demeaning. And she just had no concept of the whole point of me being there wasn't about my single case. I reminded her of what advocacy is. I said, I represent at least 318 other people besides my signature that encouraged me to come and fight for this for other people. I'm a little tired, sorry, my head is foggy. I'm just going to pause for now and take a brain break and pick up in a minute.